Hello guys, it's Chris and I am finally back with another react. It's been a little crazy here. As you guys know, my aunt who I was very close to passed away a month ago now. And I've had to order a new mic and just kind of been a little busy with doing some things with her house and stuff. And the kiddo has been dealing with a throat and head thing since then. And here it turns out he actually had strep throat. He woke up really sore again a few days ago, rash, tested positive for strep. So we've been giving him his antibiotic and dealing with him, and they gave him the right antibiotic for it, and he's starting to feel a lot better. So things are starting to get back to normal, and I'm ready to start doing reacts again. I am still doing my Lent challenge. I do post my weigh-ins every morning via a short. I post my meals sometimes, and I'm currently reviewing a couple of the Amy's meals that our girl here loves so much and rates a 10 out of 10. I ate one yesterday, the pad thai meal, the Amy's pad thai meal, and let me tell you guys, it was like the most processed thing I've eaten in like almost 30 days. And the third ingredient was actually sugar, organic cane sugar. It was so sweet and it effed my stomach up big time. It was not pretty. I felt like crap. But it was part of, like, it fell within my meal plan pretty much. So, and there is one more I have to try, and I will review that via a short too. Anyways, Amber just uploaded this like 20 minutes ago. It's titled, clickbaitingly, Gaining Weight, Living Alone. This is a recipe for disaster and estrogen cancer talk. Um, yeah, Amber, I've been keeping up with the girls. Pretty much a hot mess as much as ever. I don't want to waste any more time. I'm going to uh, do full screen here. She is sped up for time. I'll link her full video down below. I'll skip past anything that might be irrelevant. And guys, I have messed around with my settings. I have her turned up as loud as I can possibly get her. I don't know if her audio was a little lower because she's in her bathroom or whatever, but I maxed out all of my audio settings. It should be okay. That being said, if it's not, I do apologize. Let me know. But let's get into it. I see she's wearing her little eye gems, which I have those. I've had those for a while. I use those when I'm streaming gaming on Twitch, and I like to just, do a little funky stuff with my makeup and be a little fun and wacky. I don't know why she's wearing them. There's no point in wearing them and trying to do all this stuff with the hair and the makeup and the earrings and the eye jewels and stuff like that when she's doing nothing, when she's doing nothing to address her weight. It's kind of like, putting a chandelier in a haunted house. There's really no point. And she's got the outhouse shirt on again. Okay, let's get into it.
Hello, welcome to a new vlog. Please do not mind my hair right now. I'm about to take her down.
Nobody minds
I just wanted to prevent it from getting as frizzy as possible because I washed my hair this morning
and she doesn't realize her hair is awful because the bottom like 8 inches is completely broken and it needs trimmed. And her diet is going to play a big role in her the health of her hair and her skin and stuff, especially since she's considered getting older, especially for a morbidly obese woman. She's elderly. But your hair, your nails, your skin reflects not only how you take care of it externally, but how you take care of yourself internally. So your skin, stuff like that, it's a real good kind of indicator of what is going on at an internal level. And her hair, it's just looking like crap. It's very limp. It's weak. It used to be thick and pretty. She needs to trim it and let it keep growing and do some more actual care of it with conditioners and whatnot.
When it dries natural without straightening it or curling it, whatever it may be, it just looks frizzy and not cute. I'm currently in a hair journey for sure. And I really don't want to wear...
Amber, F your hair journey. You need to be on a health journey, a weight loss journey. Oh my God.
this
Priorities,
sweater,
people, priorities. I see our girl still has them, right? She prioritizes so much surface level, shallow stuff, yet will do nothing about her weight. It boggles the mind. And the only thing I can chalk that up to is that she knows if she loses a lot of weight, she's going to be more deformed than she is now. She's going to have a ton of loose skin. She's going to be saggy and flobby bobby. And she's going to need a facelift and a body lift and tons of loose skin removal. And my only thing is she likes how she looks now more than she would that way, because that will make her look older. Now, keep in mind, she could save money. She could get the skin removed. She could get a facelift. Her legs are always going to be deformed. She's always going to be physically deformed. Her actual skeleton, especially the lower body, is likely permanently damaged and deformed. But she could have a myriad of surgeries once she lost the weight and procedures and look a lot better. But she's so vain. She can't get over herself in the meantime that she just can't live with being saggy and having loose skin in the meantime. You know, it's like, screw health. She talks about, oh, I care about my health. She doesn't give a shit about her health. All she cares about is how she looks.
it's 39 degrees.
And yes, for those of you who are new, I talk a lot, I ramble, I rant. That's what we do here. I'm a reaction channel, I'm a talking channel, and I talk and react and talk and react. So hopefully you like what I say. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe, comment, share. Join me for more. I'm going to be doing a lot of vlogs and stuff coming up. Right now we're kind of just snowed in and crap out here in the Northeast, but more will be coming than just the reacts.
It's outside and raining, but yeah, I'm about to go hang out with my mom. I'd say it's been about a week since I added any heat to my hair, so that's progress.
Yeah, see, like the last, seriously, like 7 to 10 inches of her hair needs just chopped, because that's never going to repair itself. That's never going to grow back. And she doesn't do hot oil treatments or anything like that. I need like 2 or 3 inches cut off of the bottom of my hair. I'm trying to mine's getting pretty long and I'm trying to let it grow, but I want it to look healthy. And she just really doesn't care about it looking healthy. She thinks that the length alone is what makes it beautiful and cool. And that's not true.
How it's just like frizzy and not cute. So I ordered some like frizz stuff that I can like add in my hair. So that should be in the mail. Actually, I think it was delivered today.
She needs hot oil treatments and deep conditioning treatments, but nothing she does is going to repair those fried, damaged, thin ends. You could put a smoothing serum or something on them and it might temporarily smooth them out a little, but it's not going to do anything for them. She just and the thing is even if she cuts like 6 inches off, her hair's still going to be really, really long. So I don't understand the connection with these straggly ends.
So I might try that and see how it works. Like, I don't even want to brush.
I mean, no offense. You'll wear a shirt that makes you look like an outhouse. And you don't care about that, but you care about chopping off 6 inches of that. Oh.
My hair while it's like this. The only time I've been brushing, see, it's still wet a little bit here. The only time I've been brushing my hair is right before I shower, and then while I'm in the shower and I have conditioner in my hair. I don't know if that's a good idea. That's something new that I've started. So this is just my natural hair. I'll put you guys down here a little further so you can see what I mean. See how it's like.
And I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments. Do you think, I know she's been talking about, oh, I'm aging and blah, blah, blah. I'm getting gray hairs. I have a lot of gray hairs. But I also have a lot of, like, my hair is very thick. I'd rather have gray hair than be losing my hair, because I can dye it. And my family, my grandma, a lot of people in my family, even when they went gray, their hair was very thick. So I'm okay with that. Do you think that Amber will start dyeing her hair once it gets too gray, or do you think she's going to just let it go gray? I'm not sure. I feel like she would want to dye it for the sake of trying. Dye it as in her hair, not dye it as in lose weight. For the sake of trying to look young. But I'm not kidding. Girl cannot fit into a salon chair. She would probably have to have somebody come to her apartment, or and her mom would like have to do it at home. Let me know. What do you think? Do you think she'll dye her hair once it gets too gray? Or do you think she won't even get to that point because she will not be of this plane of existence at that point? Morbid, I know, just asking.
Right? That's not.
Look at that. Seriously. She needs to, where her hair is at now, right below her natural boob, not the second or third boob or fupa or whatever, her natural boob, she needs to take it and chop it off there. And it would still be really long, and it would actually look a lot thicker and healthier. And when she waves it and stuff, because she doesn't crimp, she waves. It would probably, getting some of that dead weight off there would actually make it hold a wave better.
That's not my hair. This recently started, so it's very sad. We're gonna take care of it. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, and Amber, that's not just solely because of your hysterectomy. It's because you don't take care of it. You don't take care of yourself. You refuse to trim it. Ugh. Oh, God.
But I just don't know. My hair's always been my favorite thing about myself physically.
Yeah, so why don't you take care of it?
So just seeing it not look its best makes me really sad. But
oh my God. I mean, she's as big as ever. She's as big as ever. And I guarantee this is with slimming filters. And she's wearing a slimming black shirt. I just don't know how she can put so much concern and thought into the superficial aspect of her appearance and really not care about the size and shape she is. That just blows my mind. Because usually that's something girls, in the past at least, have really worried about.
it's okay. We're gonna fix it. And thank you to everyone who's like DMing me with advice. I read it all, so I appreciate
Nobody's
it a lot.
DMing you with advice, Amber. You say people DM you all the time because DMs are private and nobody can actually verify them.
I was so focused on talking about my hair, I forgot to show you guys. I used the diamonds that I recently got in my last vlog. There's so many different ways you can do this. Like,
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, should I add some here?
Her skin's looking rough too. Guys, my skin looks like absolute dog poop. It's awful. This like vegetarian diet is just not really working out for me. I'm doing vegetarian, pescatarian for Lent. And I'm basically only eating like eggs and then like vegetarian stuff and some shrimp as my main part of like my meals. But I'm eating a lot of grains and stuff, and it's really not working for me. I feel like crap. My skin 26 days in should be looking better. It's not. After I do this 40 to 46 days of Lent, I'm going to counteract it with 40 to 46 days of low carb. And we're going to see just how well that works. I'm going to do N=1 experiments, and we're going to pit them back to back. If vegetarian or vegan works for you, great. I'm doing like 96 to 98% whole foods. It's just, I have a lot of hormonal issues. I'm very insulin resistant, pre-diabetic. It's just, it doesn't work for everybody. One diet doesn't work for everybody. And I wish it worked for me because I do love a lot of the food, but yeah, seeing Amber's skin looking kind of rough is making me think about how absolute shitty mine looks.
Here, like, obviously I didn't want to do both. That's just like way too much. But I wanted to try this for the first time. I think it looks cute. Okay.
It looks cute, Amber, but what's the point? Like I said, putting a chandelier in a haunted house.
Change of plans. I decided to wear this sweater. It looks a little bit better. I feel like I wear this dress so much, but it's one of my favorite dresses. But yeah, it's freezing outside, so I have to wear a sweater, which is unfortunate. So I'm currently looking in my full-length mirror. I think we look
There's
good.
another phrase, putting lipstick on a pig, but that would be too mean to say, right?
Y'all, this Chuck House place literally says
Chuck House, a well-balanced diet, a steak in each hand. Yes.
a well-balanced diet, a steak in each hand. Not as funny. So we're just leaving bingo, and I did not win. My mom did, and so did her boyfriend.
Again, when she's walking, do you see the motion of the ocean, the back and forth? I would love to get some real lengthy footage of her walking toward me, like the camera, and away. Her gait is so permanently screwed by now. To have to waddle side to side like that, it's a lot of extra work. It's painful. She says she's mobile, but she would be medically considered partially immobile from a medical standpoint. For those of you who might be new and don't know me, I do have a medical background. I was a nationally registered paramedic, providing all sorts of advanced life support and care and assessments for people for a few years. And I worked in a hospital and pre-hospital setting on an ambulance. And yeah, her gait is really, really disturbing. I just don't know how she still pushes. Oh yeah, I'm so mobile. I'm no different than the people on my 600-pound life. Girl, you're the same as those people. In fact, she's a lot worse than a lot of those people. A lot of those people could drive. They went out and worked. They could get around better than her. Yeah.
And so it's good. Hey, y'all. I was just wondering, can we do a taste?
Wow, her face is bigger than ever. So you can tell times when the filters aren't working or she isn't using them, because her face is mooning. You know, like I don't believe her weights, guys, just so you know. And I know a lot of you are with me. I don't believe she's 499, 500. She's probably back up over 5. I firmly believe whatever she says, her weight is tack 35 to 50, 55 pounds on it. I think right now she's probably around 545, 550. Yeah.
Test. If you said no, I do apologize. We're about to have one. If I'm pronouncing any of these words wrong, I do apologize. But this is Marzipan Original. The brand is
Marzipan?
Rosa.
Marzipan?
And it's really just made with like peanuts and sugar. I've always wanted to try one of these.
What is it?
Hey, y'all. I was just wondering, can we do a taste test? If you said no, I do apologize.
Amber, you don't need to eat on camera. In fact, I'm going to start doing what Sabine does. And every single time you put something in your pie hole, I'm going to report you for self-harm, because you eating on camera for clicks and monies is in fact self-harm. Yeah.
We're about to have one. If I'm pronouncing any of these words wrong, I do apologize. But this is Marzipan Original. The brand is Della Rosa. And it's literally just made with like peanuts and sugar. I've always wanted to try one of these.
Is it a candy? Why are you eating anything? You dumb broad. Sorry. Why is she eating anything that's just peanuts and sugar? She shouldn't be eating anything with sugar. Like, this is self-harm. This should not be monetized.
I never have that I can remember.
Tell us how you're doing so great, though, and losing so much weight, girlfriend.
So I figured, you know what? Let's do it for the vlog. I personally love a good taste test, so why not?
Of course you do. Any excuse to eat and monetize it and just eat in general, you freaking love.
Here's some ASMR.
It's not, Amber, cut with this ASMR shit. Your ASMR is crap. It's not real ASMR. And I don't want to hear you wrinkling around wrappers from more ultra processed shit you're going to put into your mouth.
Okay, so
if anybody likes this, they're a feeder, or they're a degenerate, or they're one and the same.
Super crumbly. That's the first thing I'm noticing, is it's just like breaking into a bunch of pieces here. It smells like something I've smelled before. I just can't put my finger on it. Yeah, sweet peanuts. That does make sense. All right, so I'm gonna take a little piece.
There you go. Look at that right there. You see that face? That's a thumbnail. And that's a dopamine hit. Do you see that? That's that dopamine hit from that sugar, from that sweet hitting her tongue. That's why this bitch doesn't need to be eating this. I'm sorry. That's what I have to watch. I have to watch what I eat, especially sweet stuff, because this would send me, like, certain things like this will send me off the rails, and I admit it. And she can't admit it, that's what happens with her.
Whoa, that texture. It literally just melts in your mouth. Whoa.
I guarantee she has 7 of them off screen she's going to go and eat. I got to look these up and see what the calories are.
It is so sweet. I have a massive sweet tooth, and even this might be too sweet.
Yeah, Amber. No, it's not too sweet for you, girl. Get the hell out of here. And 2, yes, you have a massive sweet tooth. Massive. And that's why you don't need to be eating this.
Ooh, there's like little peanut chunks. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty tasty.
Of course you like it. It's sugar. Probably corn syrup, actually. So of course you like it. She pisses me off.
The texture is something else. Whew, I can't even finish a whole one. That's rich. If you like nuts, you like something super sweet, and you want something to melt in your mouth, I'll try that. Okay, guys, short story time because I want to show you something that my mom got me today, which was actually super sweet. So my grandma loves like cute things, like small cute things, whether it's like a stuffed animal with like a cute face. She has this like coin purse that has like an adorable.
I think I'm going to skip past this, guys, because we don't need to hear this. It's nothing to do with weight. If you want to watch it, her video will be linked below.
I'm seconds where literally it was just a thumbnail of my TikTok. So excited. These are adorable. I literally cannot get over it. Okay, guys. So some people have been asking like why I was so excited that like I was on H3s.
Amber, you weren't on H3, okay? This is the dog shit I'm talking about. That was pure clickbait. The only thing that happened was her video popped up as a watch next recommendation, and it wasn't even the main one. It wasn't a middle one. It was off to the side. Ethan didn't give it a second glance, clicked off of that whole screen immediately, and kept going about what he was talking about. He didn't go, oh, there's Amberlynn, or oh, no. And that was absolute clickbait. She wasn't on H3. That, I'm okay with a little bit of a clickbait title, guys, if there's some truth to it. But this was an absolute lie. She did that and put that as her title purely to get clicks and views that she wouldn't have got otherwise. And of course she put it at the back of the video so that people had to watch through it. That is clickbait, and I'm not telling you guys to report her. I'm just saying that is something that YouTube probably, that's the kind of stuff that is abusing titles and clickbaiting. That is a reportable offense. I just don't know how she still gets away with this stuff as much as she does. Her, Foodie, you know, they do. And they don't get even a slap on the wrist, especially Amber doesn't. At least Foodie's been punished sometimes, but Amber doesn't get demonetized. She doesn't get a temporary strike. She doesn't get banned for a couple days or something. It'll take a lot of people banding together to really report her videos to get her to possibly change her ways, or at least begrudgingly stop doing some of this stuff, because as long as she's getting away with it, she's gonna keep doing it. And it makes me so mad, because everything I put in my videos is true and honest and legit, and I don't get the views she does. I'd love to get the views she does, but the views I get honestly. And this woman and her manipulating and stuff, it's just, oh, she grates my soul. God, it's good to be back, isn't it, guys? It's so good to be back.
Podcast for like 2.2 seconds where literally it was just a thumbnail of my TikTok.
You weren't. She wasn't talking. They weren't talking about you. You were literally, your video just popped up with two other ones, and he didn't even give it a second look.
I honestly think that Alex's show can explain it better than me, so.
Sometimes you just need to disconnect and enjoy your own company. Damn.
Yeah.
Nah, a watch next.
She's going through something.
Yeah. Something they watch it?
And I don't think that means that she's necessarily...
No. You have got to be kidding me. Does that mean like Ethan watches Amberlynn and she's in his algorithm?
No.
But that's hilarious. She was like the watch next video in the H3 podcast.
No, like somebody said, they watch a lot of lolcows and they talk about a lot of controversial stuff. So I'm sure she probably pops up from time to time. He didn't even notice her face there.
I think that might expose Ethan. I think he's an Amberlynn Reid viewer, because otherwise, why would they recommend?
Why are you saying this, Alex? This is just like blowing her head up even more. Amber, this doesn't constitute you being on H3, and you shouldn't have titled it that way, and you should have gotten it out of the way at the very beginning of the video. But no, you know you wouldn't have got views and money otherwise, and it's dishonest.
Recommend that. And on TikTok,
I can't even begin to imagine, like, does H3 know me?
And Amber, did you get permission from Alex to use this long clip of his? Because you bitch when people use your stuff all the time, so.
I do, hello. Like, I'm just obsessed.
Look at just the freaking arrogance on this woman. Like, do they know me? Do they no, they don't really give a flying you know what about you, Amber. You're a joke. You're a lolcow. You're a meme. People watching you and responding to you, it's not in a good way. You should be embarrassed, but you're not.
With H2 podcast, you guys.
girl, he definitely does. All these bigger YouTubers do. Shane knew Amber.
So that's why it excites me. I've
But
always
that doesn't...
loved H2 podcast.
Yeah, and that's like she's so obsessed over H3 podcast. Like that shows you, and like 90 Day Fiance and all this stuff. That shows you like Amber's depth. You know what I mean? It's like, I like some trash stuff too. I mean, case in point, what we're sitting here watching. but there's no depth to her. And she's like obsessed with these people, with people she idolizes, with celebrities, with influencers. She is so 33 going on 14 that it's kind of impressively pathetic.
Podcast, watched them for years. I don't know, it just makes me happy. I don't know, it's like a fan.
It shouldn't, because if they're watching you and looking at you and talking, but they're doing it in a making fun of you manner, Amber. You're a cautionary tale. You're not, it doesn't mean people like you or idolize you or anything like that. Oh, Jesus. What? It's like, I'd have better luck talking to my wall.
Girling type of thing. And I don't fangirl. I'm not really like a fangirl.
She just said, wait a minute. Did she just say that?
So that's why it excites me. I've always loved H2 podcast, watched them for years. I don't know, it just makes me happy. I don't know, it's like a fangirling type of thing. And I don't fangirl. I'm not really like a fangirl.
Amber, all you do is fangirl. Oh my God, Pink Sparkles. Oh my God, Jamie French. Oh my God, Billie Eilish and Kim Kardashian and Miley Cyrus and all these like celebrity perfumes and Trisha Paytas and H3. Like all you do is fangirl like a ditzy, airheaded 14-year-old. Like 14-year-olds value like celebrities and their idols and singers, and now these days influencers and TikTok stars and stuff. That's who they look up to and idolize and stuff like that. But most people outgrow that by the time they're like 20, 21, 22. And they start like having more adult role models and aspirations. And you are just so stunted and stagnant. And she doesn't even see it as a problem.
Have a girly pop. That's genuinely why it made me happy, because so many people are like, I don't get it. So yeah. And I just realized I had lipstick on my forehead this whole clip. Don't know how that happened. Also, another question that I'm getting that I want to like talk about is like people are saying that like my hair falling out is due to lack of estrogen and I should be on it.
It is partly due to lack of estrogen. Amber, you're in your early 30s and you haven't, like, you need to be on it. And now keep in mind, her fat is very hormonally active. Fat is very estrogenetic. I never can remember that word despite knowing it for work. It releases a lot of estrogen and other compounds and other hormones. It does mess with you. But in general, she doesn't have the estrogen levels that a woman her age typically has. She needs to be on it. But it's not just the estrogen, it's also the lack of nutrition. And she's going to say, oh, I was told I shouldn't be on estrogen, that it's dangerous, it increases my chances of getting different cancer or more Amber, how about your weight is still a risk factor for your cancer? It's what gave you cancer to begin with, yet you're not changing that. But you'll stop taking the estrogen, but you won't change your weight. Get the hell out of here.
It's not optional. Well, that's not true. For my case, they actually did not want me on estrogen.
They did want you on estrogen, and then some schlub who answered the phone at the pharmacy said, oh, you really shouldn't be on this, which one, they shouldn't have said, and two, you shouldn't have listened. You should have followed up with your doctor. If your doctor put you on estrogen, there was a reason for it.
But they had me on it. It's this whole thing. If you want to go figure all that out, I have vlogs.
You're a friggin' joke. Like, you didn't understand that at all. And your doctor had you on insulin. She's going to need it someday, right? On estrogen because you needed it.
About it. They actually prescribed me estrogen when they shouldn't have, because with the type of cancer that I had and how far along my uterine cancer was, me taking...
Amber, it wasn't that far along. And consider yourself lucky. It could have been a lot worse.
Estrogen actually would increase other cancers. So I'm actually not supposed to...
Being morbidly obese and eating absolute shit food will increase your risk of other cancers. Yet, like I said, I don't see you changing any of that. Funny how she picks and chooses, right?
Be taking estrogen, but I'm not losing hair up here. I think I didn't explain myself very well.
You are, Amber. Your hair is generally a lot thinner than it was. We can tell. And that's, yes, even on the top.
I'm not losing my hair like up here,
yes,
which is
are.
What would happen with what you guys think my lack of estrogen, which that's not the problem. I'm losing my hair down here from all of the frying. Like, it just seems like from here.
Amber, your hair's been like that for 2 or 3 or 4 years. It's not just from you using heat, like flat irons and stuff on it for the past few months.
Down My hair just is not happy with all the heat that I've been using.
Your body's not happy with you, Amber. So get over it. You don't give a shit.
It's literally just started happening, and it's literally
No, it didn't, Amber. You can go back and look at your videos for months and months and months. Back up into about 1.5 2 years ago, your hair was starting to really shit the bed on you, and it just looks awful now. And you could fix it. You could straighten it up and make it look nice. But you won't do that.
Time where I was like constantly using heat in my hair. Okay guys, so I do want to end this vlog, but before I end it, I want to say I weighed myself today and I reached another low weight this year.
If you don't get on that damn scale and I see you do it, I don't frickin' believe it. There's a reason now, guys. She's not even showing us the ceiling weigh-ins. Do you not find that odd? She's showing us eating candy and buying candy in the last vlog and going to the Mexican restaurant and eating tortilla chips and all this. But she's at another low weight, guys. Yeah, completely.
I was 498.6 and just
498.6. Okay, Amber, so what? You took a shit. Congratulations. You're still eating enough basically to maintain a 500-pound body, which I did the TDEE, guys, for her sedentary ass. That's still roughly, she's still eating roughly around 3,800 calories a day. 3,800 calories a day. Do you know how many I have to eat to diet? And I'm like within a couple inches, an inch or two of her height. I have to eat like, and now keep in mind, I have like insulin resistance and PCOS. I have to eat to diet. I have to eat like 1,200 calories or 1,300, sometimes like 11, because I'm like 5 foot, barely 5'1". And she's only 5'2" or 5'3". So she's still eating like so much more. I can't imagine eating what she's eating 2.5 times the amount I'm eating and still be able to lose weight. She's still eating close to 4,000 calories a day to be maintaining this weight. That for her is just a fluctuation. Anything that's like 1 to, I'd say 8-10 pounds on Amber is easily a fluctuation. She ate too much sodium, or she didn't drink enough water, which is obvious, or she's drinking sodium, for God's sakes, you know. She just has a little bit less food matter in her gut from the night before. She hasn't taken a poop, or she has taken a poop. This is not weight loss. This is just fluctuation. She's making no progress. And I don't believe it until she gets on the damn
this
scale.
makes me so happy because honestly,
Of course you're so happy, Amber. You're so happy and you're so proud of yourself for the dumbest shit. No offense, but you need to start being a little not as proud of yourself. You need to start hating on yourself a little bit and being harder on your ass. Apparently nobody in your life is going to do it for you. And everybody who's just a yes man for you is not helping you. Although I do think Mama Lynn has told her about eating all the rice and eating less, has brought up weight loss surgery. I think her mom knows at this point that it will cause a big fight. It will get Amber mad, and then she'll be a handful. I think Mama Lynn is just like, there's no point. She's not going to change. Amber's going to do what she wants. She's not going to lose weight. She's not going to eat less. And me talking about it is not going to do anything. So she's just going along with it, letting Amber do what she wants and saying, I'm just going to let her be happy and enjoy the time I have with her because this is what she's going to do, and let her enjoy herself until she's gone. Because she knows there's no point. Let me know if you guys agree with that. That's personally what I think. I think Mama Lynn knows that there is no getting through to Amber anymore at this point.
Knew that I was going to be living on my own for the first time ever, really. Like, true, like, just my name on the lease. Me taking care of everything.
You don't take care of everything, Amber. You have a trash valet who comes and gets your garbage from your door. You probably only take Twinkie out the front door, or have your mom walk her, or don't walk her at all, or pay someone to do it. You can't get around yourself. You can't plug in your TV. You can't hang up your pictures. You can't change your light bulbs. You can't clean and wash yourself properly. You are the furthest from independent. You're 33 and living in handicap apartments because of your size. Like, my 11-year-old is more independent than you are.
Myself, whether that be bills or chores or this or that, like I literally have the freedom to do whatever I want.
And what you want to do is watch H3 all day, scroll looking about yourself, thirst trap for a new girlfriend, and eat, and don't forget eat and sleep in there. And that's about it.
I had a really big fear. I envisioned myself actually gaining a lot of weight.
And you are, Amber, which is really scary. The fact that she said, oh, I envisioned myself gaining a lot of weight. Can you imagine saying that when you're already tipping the scales at the size of a baby grand piano? The size of a, what is it, female grizzly bear or something? Can you imagine being that size and fearing that you're going to gain a lot of weight? Just, that shows you just how much she knows she's willing and wanting to put away.
Being here. And that's me.
The greed, the gluttony. I'm sorry. It's just, oh, it's sickening.
Because back when I would binge eat, 2019 was the worst.
Amber, quit bringing up 2019. 2019 is marginally different than right now. Than 2021, then 2023, then 2024. The only difference was with you were with Becky, living in Monticello or wherever it was, not living in a fancy apartment, and you were visibly bigger. But you were like, your skin was ready to pop. You looked like a tick ready to burst. And I firmly believe she was well over 600 pounds at that point. You aren't really any different. You're still selfish and greedy and gluttonous and self-centered and lazy and manipulative and lying and narcissistic. And I'll stop there because I could go on and on and on. The only difference is now you're older, your mobility is worse, your legs are worse, and your health is going to start getting worse. That's the only difference, that and the location.
Minus like a year in high school where it was so bad. That's when I reached 420 pounds at the age of 16. I don't binge anymore. That's something that I haven't done in a very, very long time. But like my binging or like me massively overeating.
Amber, everything you eat every day is a binge. Your regular meal is a binge. You act like you don't eat that much, but clearly you do. You aren't honest with your videos about what you eat, or you wouldn't be maintaining 500 goddamn pounds. You're still eating enough for a family of 3 every single goddamn day. Oh.
Like that would happen like in private. I never wanted to do that around people. So me being in my home by myself constantly, especially after like going through a heartbreak, like I was truly hurting. Like I was turning to alcohol for a minute. Thankfully, I'm totally...
Oh, there you go. There it is. I was turning to alcohol, guys, but I've overcome that. I've beat that. I stopped doing that. See, I overcome all these things, and I'm so brave, and I'm so strong. And, well, you can't get on me for not overcoming my food addiction completely, because I beat alcohol, and I beat marijuana addiction. It was all just a setup. We knew it was coming. Amber, you had some drinks occasionally. You didn't have an alcohol problem. You weren't dependent on it. Get over it.
Not doing that anymore. I'm gonna allow myself to be an adult and to drink because I do have it under control. So far this year, I have only drank when my friends were visiting me. But yeah, long story short, I was spiraling in my own little way, my own little fashion. Obviously, I didn't show you guys that.
Amber, your life is a spiral.
A few breakdowns on camera. You guys saw me cry. I talked a little bit about how I was feeling, but there was just a lot happening that I didn't even share with you guys. Just pain. And
Of course. There was so much happening, guys. I was going through things, but I can't talk about it, and I can't tell anybody, and I don't want to say anything. So much going on behind the scenes of this woman's life, who's single, has no friends, barely any family that talks to her, doesn't really leave her house, doesn't do anything, doesn't go anywhere, doesn't work. But so much is going on, and she always has some big dramatic thing going on. Just get the hell out of here. It's such a freaking joke. She has absolutely nothing going on, especially between the ears.
Regret and just deep heartbreak. And there were times where I felt super lonely and defeated, and I knew that feeling all of those ways, the only thing that would make me feel better was food. So it was just like a recipe for
disaster. The only thing that would make her feel better is food. Mm-hmm.
True disaster, because any sort of problems that I face in life, I turn to food.
And Amber, you can't do that. You need therapy, except you need to go and be honest with your therapist so that they can treat you correctly. You need to actually do what they say and accept what they say. or you're never going to get better, because there's always going to be things coming up in life that stress you out or upset you or cause chaos, make you angry, sad, happy, frustrated, emotional, and you turn to food for everything. I mean, if the wind blows the right way, you turn to food. If the sun rises today, you turn to food. You know what I mean? Like, you have to learn to be honest about your problems and want to change that and not want to do that anymore. And then do the hard work to change it. I have troubles with food. I have a history of disordered eating. It's something I'll deal with forever. Some days are better than others for me. I still have bad days, but I've been to therapy. I've done the work. I know when I let myself give in to those disordered eating patterns. I know I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. And I hate it, and I'm full of self-regret, and then it stops. Amber never stops because she doesn't want to. And that's the thing, is like, I want to. People like me want to. We don't want to live with that. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to stop. She doesn't want food to stop being there for her. She doesn't want to give up the food she likes, and she doesn't want to give up eating until she is absolutely stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. Because Amber's not just happy eating a normal portion. She has to be stuffed, like absolutely popping, just like Foodie. And until she wants to give up that stuff and change it, it's never going to change. If it doesn't, she can say the words and talk the talk. But until in her mind she is truly ready to do that and do the work and be uncomfortable and tell herself no and delay that instant gratification, it's never, ever going to change.
Always done that since I was.
And I think Amber's just too selfish and greedy and weak-willed to ever do it.
But that recipe for disaster, I threw it away.
Amber, you're a recipe for disaster.
And since living on my own, I've actually lost weight. That is something.
I don't believe it, Amber. I don't. I'm sorry. Am I the only one out there that doesn't believe it? I mean, she's not at her biggest. But we also have to remember she's using a lot of filters now. A lot of her weight is sagging. She's carrying it differently. She's not her biggest, but I don't think she is the size that she says she is.
Hands down, I never in a million years thought would happen. And it's like I keep proving myself wrong. And it feels good. Anyways, I do want to end this vlog.
Goodbye, Amber. Okay, guys. Anyways, welcome back, Chris, right? Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. I will share this on Twitter, and I will get this up for you guys. I am going to be working on some more reacts over the next few days. I want to start doing some interviews and stuff too with some diet, some people in the dietary fields and the fat acceptance reaction sphere, some other YouTubers, and I want to interview people who have lost weight or help improve their health in some way with diet. And that's gonna, as soon as I get my shop a little more well stocked and situated, I really want to focus on that. That's going to take up a lot of my time, but it's going to bring you guys a lot of content, and I'm very excited about branching out into that, which is something I've wanted to do for a while now. So we're at 750 subs. Please, guys, let's get me to 1,000 subs this year. Let's get me to that magic number. I appreciate you guys listening. Don't forget to check back and leave the notification bell on for the next uploads, and you can look at every morning. I upload my weight, I show my feet, I step right on the scale, you see me doing it, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. So I will see you. Bye.